Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the fall, but spots are limited. Contact us today for football, soccer, field hockey, and volleyball by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net. It's time to book a Varsity Media Sportscast and get on the big stage. A Varsity Media Sportscast is seen by thousands of people, both live and on demand, from friends and family all over the world to prospective college coaches. Our announcers will help tell the story of your team and your athletes. There is no bigger stage to be on than Varsity Media. Book a sportscast today by contacting Varsity Media.
It's a Friday night showdown here in Nassau County as two of the best girls volleyball programs take center stage. From Bellmore Kennedy High School, Manhasset takes on Bellmore JFK on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Blaze Pizza. Choose any of our signature pies and build your own. At Blaze Pizza, there's no wrong way to play. And a pleasant good evening, everybody. Alongside former Manhasset standout Gracie Larian, I'm John Perez. And Gracie, this is a Manhasset team that comes in at 0-3. They're underwomaned, but all they need is one win to get momentum going.
Yeah, I mean, it's as simple as that. You need one good game. You need to build the confidence, find your groove. And I think that with that, they can turn the season around and keep the momentum going. So tonight's definitely big for them. And
two players that can do that for Manhasset are going to be two of our impact players as well, as Manhasset will send up forward Mackenzie Williams and Eliana Linder.
Yeah, so Mackenzie is a senior. She's a right side middle blocker. She's a captain. She has great block, great hit. And Eliana Linder, she's a senior outside hitter, also really great leader. And we expect a lot from them tonight and hope that they can help direct their team to hopefully a win. Yeah, it's going to be tough on the road. They go against the Bellmore JFK team that has Division I talent. You've got Tristan Maltabano as well as Nikki Ayu for a team that's 2-1 and looking to get off to a good, fast start on the season. Yeah, let's look out for Tristan. She is a 4-year varsity player. She has a great swing. We'll definitely be seeing a lot from her. And Nikki Ayub, similarly, also senior, natural leader. And we'll see her digging some hard hits tonight. It's Bellmore JFK. It's Manhasset. It's all coming up next on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Oh, hello, hi, how are you? All right. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? All right, I'm Ron. Oh, what's going on? How you doing, sir? How you doing? I'm Ron. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, my God! Oh, hello, hi, how are you? How you doing? Oh my God. I'm Ron, nice to meet you. Blaze right now is offering a large shareable pizza here with real ingredients. Not frozen, none of that frozen crust, all right? Right. So I want to show you some beautiful, unique toppings that we have. Artichoke, arugula. Wow. You like that type of stuff? That's for you, all right? Oh, no, I'm Ron. I don't know who LeBron is. Me and you take a selfie. Come on in. Hey, that's Ron. You tell your friends to take you to Blaze Pizza and tell them Ron sent you, okay? All right, put it there. My guy. You even take Ron's hat. That's yours.
Oh my God.
Hey, Perry.
Welcome you back to Bellmore JFK alongside Gracie Leary, and I'm John Perez. And it's always a long day, right? Friday afternoon turning into early evening, and now Manhasset trying to get the road win over Bellmore JFK. And it should be a fun one. It was Manhasset in straight sets in the JV game, and now trying to return the favor on the other side as Bellmore JFK will serve it up. And it is Nikki Ayu, but one of our impact players to watch to serve it up, the natural leader. And 64 assist in the victory the other day. And Manhasset off to their libero, Isabella Keating, a senior. And goes out of bounds, the first point of the evening for the Panthers. This is a Bellmore team that's very experienced, and when you've got Nikki Ayub and Tristan Maltabano, it helps having those players from a skill standpoint as a 2-0 lead for Bellmore JFK. But the first-year head coach, Maddie O'Hagan, she said that it's really helping with the leadership and having captains there knowing the program, and it's like having extra coaches on the floor.
Totally. I mean, at this level, too, there's definitely people that will stand out because, you know, we can tell who's hardworking and we can tell who wants to play at the next level. And those are the kinds of kids that will help lead the rest of them. And, you know, on both sides, there's definitely seniors and juniors that are veterans. And, you know, it's what you expect, especially when you're younger. Those are the people that you look up to.
And 3 unanswered for Bellmore JFK as that goes right into the net.
Yeah, I think they need to work at some of the nervous energy.
And that's where, if you're Manhasset, there's been a team bug going around, so they're not exactly 100% healthy and a little undermanned, and an opportunity for Bellmore to set the tone early on, and they have. Maltabano gets her first kill of the evening, and 4 straight for Bellmore JFK.
Yeah, I like what Tristan did there. You know, saw the hole in the court and just put it nicely right there. You don't always need to take the hardest swing.
Ayub up and over. And the first touch from Eliana Linder, most veteran player for Manhasset. And finally, Sek gets on the board. All you need is 1.
Yeah, simple as that, you know. And also, great way of, you know, Manhasset siding out right there. Clearly, Nikki has a great serve, so, you know, when she comes up to serving, Manhasset will have to look out for that.
Megan Tian to surf it up for Manhasset. Smart, aggressive, always hustling on the court, says her head coach, Karen Bayevich. Set up far side. Tipped, and there's Maltabano. She's all over the place. Ayu couldn't settle it, and back-to-back points for a set. Tian over to the libero, Shelby Pugach. We'll talk a lot about her. She's wearing the white jersey for Bellmore JFK, a great defensive side player and used as a libero this year, and a little bit of a set of runs. So after 4 straight from Bellmore, Manhasset with a good response.
Yeah, great way to side out. You know, just start early. Don't let those deficits build up.
Played back, Maltabano. Good recovery for Manhasset. It's Kendall Purcell, the last set player to touch it. And Abigail Dempsey couldn't handle it in a 5-3 spurt for Bellmore JFK, and Maltabano heads to the service line. One of Newsday's top 100 players, preseason watch list, 4-year varsity starter. Head coach Maddie O'Hagan says that she could play Division I if she wants to. Has not made that decision yet. Ayub the setup. And then Linder and Maltabano, right place, right time. One thing that Coach KB for Manhasset said is there's got to be crisper passing. And when you're on the road, or at least rotationally, what have you seen out of Manhasset through the first 9 serves?
Yeah, I think that, they're getting passes, but sometimes with these hard serves, you don't need to do too much. I mean, so that was perfect pass from the libero, just soft hands. Sometimes these hard serves, the less you do, the better, because they're already coming at such a fast pace. Just get under it, just try to get high. It doesn't have to be perfect, but let's see if Manhasset can take it here.
And so Isabella Keating. Spot serve, super hard and consistent. Pugac. A little confusion with Maltabano. And gets through the 2 of them, and a 6-5 lead now for Bellmore. And an ace. How about that from Manhasset? We're tied at 6.
Yeah, really good serve, hard, float serve. Takes a good server, get your team back in the groove of things.
And Gracie, what's the balance of just getting a good serve? It's easy to sit here and say, well, just get it over the net, but there's a whole rigmarole about that as Maltabano blocked at the summit and the first lead of the set for Manhasset.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes with serving, you want to get those spots. You want to listen to what your coach is giving you. They'll oftentimes tell you the weakest pass from the other team. But ultimately, you just want to keep the ball as clean and as flat as possible. You want as little spin as you can on it because that makes the passing on the other side all the more difficult.
Bellmore with the scoop. Williams. Maltabano keeps it alive. She covers so much ground.
Yeah, it's a great back set by Nikki Ayub right there.
Linder. Ayub, long way to run. This has to get over, and it won't. And Manhasset up 2. Tough start for Manhasset. Straight set losses to Plainview Old Bethpage and then Port Washington. They took Herricks to 5 and fell. And now Amanda Royer, who has volleyball in her blood, to serve it up. Almost had the ace, but Caitlin Cool is Miss Cool, calm and collected. Far side, Ayub again.
Nice set.
And the block there for Bellmore.
I mean, although Manhasset didn't get that point, I mean, great job with the libero, setting the second ball. As libero, you get that roll a lot, taking the second ball when your setter can't get there. So, although it was a miss hit, it was a great set.
And it's funny because you'll hear most coaches say it's a game of inches. But, I mean, in volleyball, it's all about the rolls at the net.
Yeah, you can honestly, short players and tall players all have their own roles. And, yeah, everyone can make a difference.
Tied at 8, and this will bring up Ellie Linder. High volleyball IQ for Linder. Senior. Going to give her team a 9-8 lead. Ayub to Maltabano. Far side, out. And JFK takes over. You could see Manhasset did a good job surviving the first punch by Bellmore JFK. Now if you're Bellmore, what do you want to see out of them to kind of regain their confidence?
I think just taking a few points at a time. I feel like the back and forth makes it hard for one side to get in rhythm. So if I'm Bellmore right now, I'm going to try to capitalize on us having to serve and try to push a few points.
This is Devin DiFilippo. Good defensive player. First serve, Maltabano from a knee, and it drops in. And so Lauren Connolly, first serve of the first set. Whacked in front through the wall. How about Analia McCarthy? Called up as a sophomore last year, got a lot of experience, and now one of those leaders in the junior class.
Yeah, that's awesome. Definitely a great opportunity tonight to show some leadership as a junior.
And so she gets the point, and then the ace. Not a bad stretch for McCarthy.
No, way to, help your team in 2 ways, back to back.
Manny O'Hagan really shouted her out after their 3-2 set win over Cary on the road and said that she was the X factor in the victory. About Manhasset the other way. Ayub, it goes back. Aubrey Shen, the sophomore, showing off her athleticism, forcing the side out.
Yeah, way to play scrappy, not let up on the play. Those are the kinds of plays that will definitely be the momentum builders in such a tight match.
Abigail Dempsey, the junior, to serve it up. Goes to Maltabano. Ayub. Last touch by Deanna Angisani. Set up, Purcell. Long way to run for Ayub. She covers a lot of ground too, 22 in green.
Mm-hmm. Great hustle plays.
There's Ayub looking to set up. And a slap over from Angisani. And that's out. Good rally on both sides, and Bellmore gets the point.
Yeah, that was exciting. I feel like that was probably the best rally we've seen so far. So, looking forward to more of that.
Back on the other side, a block, and it drops in for Bellmore.
Oh, Bellmore was in the net, I guess.
Oh, you're right, yeah, so they'll give the point to Manhasset. A little bit of a swing, too. You're right, they touched the net, so from going to 14-10 the lead, it's now 13-11, and Manhasset to serve.
Mm-hmm.
And now they go to one of their better servers, in Casey Chan. It's good for Manhasset to, even though they're undermanned, have some depth and good servers on their team.
Mm-hmm.
And just tucks it in for the ace.
Yeah, speaking of, another great way to turn the set around. Way to come in off the bench and just do your job.
Chan, a junior. And that's out. And Maltabano back to the service line. Not a bad day at the office in the win over Cary. 24 kills, 22 digs.
That's great.
Scoops there, looking for the kill. It goes right to Chan. Linder, and puts it in.
Great spot by Linder, found the hole in the court, very smart play. Clearly the play of a senior.
And that's the thing for Manhasset. If they want to make a deep run in the counties, they're going to have to rely on their seniors and get other players to step up. And this could be a good barometer for them early on in the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every game counts. You don't know who you're going to end up seeing in playoffs.
Altabano, Ayub, Caitlin Cool. Not the most ideal passing here for either side, a long rally.
Mm-hmm. Great dig.
How about Casey Chan coming off the bench and providing a spark on the service line and then a couple of digs?
Yeah, great contributions.
There she is again. Good pass up front, the setup. And just out of reach of Chan. Boy, she did everything in that rally.
Yeah, that was great.
How much as a teammate, even though you don't get the point, does that inspire you and the rest of the group?
I mean, it's really, it's incredible. I mean, you feed off each other's energy, and when you see someone lay out, I mean, it pushes you to want to do the same. Great pass.
Linder. Now Maltabano into the net. And Manhasset within one.
Yeah, I feel like those long rallies are definitely what's helping Manhasset stay in it. And yeah, I mean, everyone's feeding off that great energy, and I think now that we're more settled in the game, those rallies are to be expected.
So here's Amanda Royer. We were talking about her in warm-ups too. And of course, you mentioned the tight-knit community on Long Island, and it's not a huge pool of volleyball players, but older sister you played with back in the day, and now Royer playing for Manhasset.
Yeah, it's great to see, and you know, because of this small, tight-knit community, a lot of siblings will play the same sports that their older siblings played. So it's great to see those familiar faces.
Drop down as the point goes for Caitlin Kuhl. Only a sophomore, 3 kills Wednesday night. And JFK in front by 2. Caitlin Thayer, the serve. 3 Caitlins on this Bellmore team.
Maybe they have nicknames, because that could get confusing.
Well, so I asked, because that I wouldn't get my capital J in journalism for that. So there's Caitlin Sugru. You've got Caitlin Thayer, and I asked, well, how do you? And then Caitlin Kuhl. So she says that she only speaks to Kuhl as Caitlin, and then she just says, for the other ones, I just look at them, and that's it.
Yeah, sometimes that's what it takes.
I'm like, you never have to shout from a corner or anything? She's like, no, I make sure to go across the gym and look them in the eye.
Oh, that's intentional at least.
I would have gone with a nickname, or at least initials.
Yeah.
That's out of play. And Manhasset with the side out. 16 all.
It's a great play at the net from Manhasset's number 14, which is Lauren Connolly.
The only Lauren on the roster.
Yeah. Great set.
Aubrey Shen. Last touch from set. Nice dive, Linder. Keeps it alive. Far side and out. Or just in. How about that? It just ticked in the corner. And Manhasset up by 1. Linder the serve. Maltabano in the right place. Little touch, and just out of the reach of Megan Tion. Devin DiFilippo.
Great pass.
And a whistle before the touch. So as you start to get later in this first set, the margin of error just really shrinks. Both of these teams.
Yeah, it's point for point. So try to minimize errors, but there's also balance of, you still want to take big swings, just like that one.
And then just miscommunication. I think Connolly was looking for help. And that ball was sinking fast. And Manhasset calls a timeout. 19-17 the score here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching Varsity Media, New York's high school sports network.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, 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 like we do it.
Friday night in Bellmore, and it is the Cougars with a 19-17 lead over Manhasset. We didn't get a chance to introduce the starting lineups before, so let's see those starting lineups. And we'll start with Manhasset. As Manhasset will have Abigail Dempsey along with Aubrey Shen, Kendall Purcell, Mackenzie Williams, who has made her presence felt so far. Linder's been good, Lauren Connolly, and then Isabella Keating. So that's Manhasset. Meanwhile, on the other side, for Bellmore, well, we'll see that in a second as the serve now for the Cougars. It was Devin DiFilippo, who's been solid so far. And blocked and down. And here's that starting lineup again. Maltabano, Nikki Ayub, Analia McCarthy, Deanna Angisani, Devin DiFilippo, who is there to serve, Caitlin Kuhl, Shelby Pugach. Into the net. As a player, are you looking at the score? Are you trying to, do you get a different sense when you're in the 20s, or are you just out there balling?
I mean, there's definitely a lot more urgency in the 20s. It's hard not to look at the score, Sometimes that motivates you to take all the more of a harder swing, but at the same time, you just want to be consistent and act like that score doesn't exist, because that can add a lot of added pressure.
How about
what
that,
a hustle.
Maltabano, second try, bingo. Hot start for Maltabano. And Bellmore 3 points away. There's the denial. And that's out.
And Maltabano just crushing that line, clearly knows that that's where the setter is, a vulnerable spot, and a lot of smart plays on her side.
And Manhasset takes a timeout. We'll take it with them as well. 23-17 the score on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Going, Israel Bonnie Kunda, running back for the New York Jets, and you're watching Varsity Media.
When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
And we're back, 23-17 the score. Bellmore JFK with a 6-point lead. Manhasset hanging strong, and now for Manhasset, after using their second timeout, what do you think Coach KB was telling her team?
Probably just to not do too much, just simplify, get a good pass, play your own game, and, don't try to do anything differently because it feels so tight now.
Ayub with the punch up. Floated over. Caitlin Thayer starts it. Maltabano tries to finish it. Deflected over to Shen. Shen take two. Maltabano into the net. That's what the doctor ordered after a timeout. You get a point and a side out. And so this will bring Alyssa Seng, the senior. Good communicator, loud, optimistic. Solid server. Played in the middle, right into the campfire. Analia McCarthy gives Bellmore JFK set point.
Yeah, let's see if Bellmore can finish the set right here.
McCarthy, the junior. Ayub to Maltabano. And that looked like it was just inside the line. It is. It's confirmed. And JFK takes the first set, 25-17. And a good start for the Cougars. Second set coming up next on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the fall, but spots are limited. Contact us today for football, soccer, field hockey, and volleyball by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
Start of the second set here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Of course, this game is brought to you by Blaze Pizza. At Blaze Pizza, it's the best place to grab a fast-fire pizza made with delicious ingredients and over 35 toppings to choose from. On the menu at your local Blaze Pizza, we offer gluten-free, keto, and vegan options to satisfy any craving. Choose any of our signature pizzas or build your own. At Blaze Pizza, there's no wrong way to play. Alongside Gracie Leary, and I'm John Perez, putting you on the spot. Your favorite pie from Blaze Pizza?
I definitely like to do a customized pie. I definitely like pepperoni, and I love their new hot honey drizzle. But yeah, you seriously can't go wrong with anything you choose there.
Hot honey sneaks up on you, but it's not overwhelming,
No,
which is
no.
good. I had it a few months ago, or at least last month. It seems like longer than that. It's just been a long season so far. But yeah, banana peppers, cherry tomatoes, fresh basil. Apparently, LeBron had 16 toppings on his pizza. I don't think he's eating all of that. Are you north or south of 16?
I think south of 16. I mean, after a certain point, I don't even know how you taste all the ingredients.
I agree with you. You'd have to have a huge bite there.
Yeah.
So anyway, we didn't get a chance to see the keys to the game early on. So let's take a look at what these teams need to do. And then add what you saw in the first set here, Gracie.
Yeah, so coming into it, Manhasset wanted to keep their passing really crisp and consistent. They wanted to set the tone early and, pick each other up. We mentioned before they don't have everyone at the game tonight. But I think that they are doing a good job of passing. I just think that they can continue to capitalize that and just show some leadership. It was a tight set, and I think that, the back and forth was good, but maybe establish a good point lead. And Bellmore, they want to focus on communicating, serving, playing as a unit, and they've done a good job of that clearly in the first set. So I could see them just continuing to try to do the same things they did already.
Yeah, and particularly with Bellmore JFK, we knew what we were going to get out of Ayub and Maltabano, but Caitlin Thayer has come in, stepped up, Caitlin Kuhl as well, and Shelby Pugach all contributing for JFK in a one-set lead after taking that first set 25-17. So both teams swap sides. Do you ever have a preference?
No, but I definitely think that during games we would act like there was a better side, but, you just say that, but I don't think there's really much of a difference.
I never understood. There's a bunch of things I don't understand about volleyball rituals. The first is swapping in the fifth set after 7 points, as Maltabano gets the first point of the second set. That's one that I just never understood. If you're looking for a break, take it, especially as a coach. Maybe you'd sneak a mini timeout in there.
Yeah.
The second is, facilities managers all across the country do their best to get the gym prepared and ready for gameplay, set up the benches, and the players don't even sit the entire match.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think that it's definitely like a team and coach preference, but I've rarely seen teams that actually sit down. I'm
with you, and I know you've played a lot on the club scene too. I can't think of one team that would sit on the bench.
No, it's because it's also volleyball so much cheering and the people on the bench are just as much involved. So I guess standing up makes sense in that way.
Just out, and Bellmore up 2-1. And so here's Maltabano. Had a lot to say about her in the first set. Good all-around player going near side and just out. Tried to tuck it in that corner, but didn't have enough hardwood.
So close.
Flip just outside, and both of these teams now trying to find a corner. And we were talking about the precisionness. What do you need as a server to kind of dot those serves?
All the practice that you do before you show up to the game. That's why coaches give us so many serving drills, because in the game it's definitely one of the only aspects as an individual player you can really control. So honestly, practice, because one hit left or right, you can either hit the line or miss it just by a little bit. So during practice, like serving zones, whether it's 1 or 5, those are definitely big target zones.
Well, and here's Shelby Pugach. Now, O'Hagan says very passionate. One of the 3 seniors on the team. And Manhasset gets the side out and can tie it up. And a couple of substitutions for set as well. As Gabriella Tahiter comes on, or excuse me, as Amanda Royer comes back on, as well as Eliana Linder. And a double touch. And JFK up 5-3.
Yeah, great play by the middle, just shoving the ball off the blocker's hands. Smart play.
Here's Caitlin Thayer and O'Hagan. I'm sure you've had teammates that are like this. Very quiet, leads by example, but plays very loudly. Maltabano.
Yeah, I mean, lead by your actions. You don't always have to say the most, but, let your actions speak for you.
And tipped out of bounds. Casey Chan couldn't handle it. And a 3-point edge for the Cougars. Going far side. Royer shovels. And Royer keeps possession alive. Maltabano, Ayub. Back to Maltabano. And denied up front. What a block there by Lauren Connolly.
Yeah, way to, find the hit coming from the back row. It's not as easy to time sometimes as front row hits, so very impressive.
Linder with the serve, and Ayub to Maltabano. Just out. And so 2 straight points for Manhasset. Ball strung up, Shen. Maltabano, long way to run. And Ayub, not enough mustard as it lands just in front of the net.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was a little bit of miscommunication. After such a great rundown, it is hard sometimes to finish off the play.
Well, finally, Bellmore gets a first good touch, a good first touch.
Yeah.
But Manhasset capitalizes and takes a 7-6 lead.
Yeah, Manhasset's trying to find their rhythm now. Good serving.
And that falls in. So much needed side out for Bellmore JFK. Tipped up and down. And point for the Cougars. And so Devin DiFilippo.
Good deep serve. Trying to keep Manhasset out of system. Works.
And so that's something that we were talking about off air, but you mentioned playing out of system. And now that you've seen the two teams for more than a set, like what's the best way to keep both of these teams out of system?
Just serving aggressively and trying to serve to either the hitters that are pulled back to serve or, passers that are a little bit weaker than the others, because if they don't pass right in your advantage. But I think both teams are doing a good job of, if they don't get the best pass the first time they get the serve, trying to side out next time, because that's how you build momentum.
That ball drops in and a 9-8 lead for Bellmore. And Analia McCarthy.
Great pass. Definitely keeping the team in system.
Apologize for the technical difficulties, but just a reset here. A 10-9 lead. Now make it 10-10 in the second set. After Bellmore JFK took the first set, 25-17. Alongside Gracie Leary, and I'm John Perez. Thank you so much for making us a part of your Friday night. Here in Nassau County. Maltabano. Boy, she's so strong up front. Tough to block her.
Yeah, she definitely comes in hot. She's a good fast swing, clearly a leader, and Nikki Ayub likes to set her in system, out of system. So if you're Manhasset, you got to look out for her everywhere.
Ayub going far side. Scoop hits the net, double touch. A point for the Cougars. Scooped over. Maltabano. Not the best passing for Manhasset so far. And JFK taking advantage.
Yeah, Manhasset came in today wanting to keep their passing pretty crisp, so hopefully they can start to find their footing with that.
Maltabano tipped. And back the other way. Audrey, excuse me. And falls in. And the whistle was blown, and Bellmore was playing through it anyway. That now makes it 14-10.
Yeah, Bellmore definitely capitalizing on Nikki Ayub's tough serve, helping them get in sort of a run and pushing ahead of Manhasset.
Maltabano again. Showing off the hammer as Maltabano gives Bellmore a 5-point lead. Let's take another look. And in open space, it's too easy for Maltabano.
Yeah, she also didn't have that much of a block, so if I'm Manhasset, I'm going to try to square up more to the outside right there.
Take a timeout in the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the fall, but spots are limited. Contact us today for football, soccer, field hockey, and volleyball by calling 516 403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Bellmore, and it is Bellmore JFK with a 15-10 lead alongside Gracie Leary, and I'm John Perez, and Nikki Ayub a long way to run. And off the Manhasset timeout, Set gets a point.
Great hustle. Even though she didn't get it up, that's what you want out of your setter.
You can just see how much they feed off of each other on the Bellmore side. Here's Casey Chan. The junior lobs it up. Maltabano tips the net and goes out of play.
Appreciate, Nikki Ayub trying to find her back row, the right back. Great aggressive swing, just out, but, can't really ask for more.
Ayub. A little too long, and just what the doctor ordered for Manhasset. Call a timeout, get two errors, unforced errors, but either way you get the 2 points as well and a chance to make this a 2-point game.
Yeah. Let's see if they can, capitalize on this one.
And Maltabano finds the corner.
Great play, smart playing. That's all that we're really seeing from these teams. Sometimes that's the difference maker, is not hitting the ball hard, but just putting it in the right place.
Into the net. Now a chance for JFK to really separate themselves and curb any momentum for Manhasset. They've got their best server at the line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are the times in sets where if you start to pull ahead, that could be the set right there. So if Bellmore can continue to push this momentum, it will be a little bit harder for Manhasset to, come back neck and neck.
Five-point edge, and the ace. What'd you see out of that serve? Looked like there wasn't a lot of rotation. Actually, we'll get to your point in a sec. We'll take a timeout and debrief when we come back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Did you know Varsity Media now offers action photography for all sporting events? Available for individuals or teams, we'll send dedicated photographers down to field level to capture your best moments. Our rates are affordable and our photos will leave you with lasting memories for a lifetime. Contact us today, mention this ad, and get $25 off your first order. Email ben@varsitymedia.net or call 516-403-2050.
Welcome back to Bellmore, and it is the Cougars with a 19-13 lead over Manhasset. We were talking about Tristan Maltabano before and her serve. What makes her serve so good and difficult to defend?
Well, she has a really good, clean, flat float serve, and what happens with that is that once it crosses the net, the other team has a hard time tracking where it's going to drop. So that last serve that she had the ace on, it dropped right in front of the libero, and although the libero was under it, it came with so much force that it just dropped right there. So let's see if she can do it again.
Pretty nip and tuck the first few points of the set, but JFK has really expanded their lead and gets the ace. It's been that kind of night for Tristan Maltabano.
Yeah, she's clearly showing the kind of leader that she is. She's doing it from the front row, she's doing it from the back row, and now she's getting them a lot of good aces.
Just out of the reach of Maltabano, showing off that she's human. Just out of the reach, and let's take another look, Gracie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great spot by Eliana Linder, finding the line, using that line to your advantage. It's a really hard place to defend, so good on Manhasset for that one.
And so Isabella Keating to serve it up. Got that hard but consistent serve. Going far side, and Pugac receives. Maltabano. Abigail Dempsey, and then swatted over. Mackenzie Williams. Ball hangs up there forever and goes into the net.
Yeah, that dig on the Manhasset side really helps set the momentum of that play, and sometimes that's all it takes to just get yourself right back in it.
5-point edge for the Cougars. Pugac, Ayub, and DiFilippo. Pugac, curling serve. No look. Pugac was waiting for it, but dropped down. Lauren Connolly in the right place at the right time.
Net call.
Yep. Maybe too right of the place at the right time.
Yeah, it's hard not to get too excited with those plays.
Well, let's take another look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right over.
But, you know, right decision. Just poor touch right there.
(22-16) the score. Yep, check that now. 16 and well, for Manhasset, it's now or never, and they're going to turn to Amanda Royer.
Yeah, Amanda's been doing a lot of great setting tonight, so let's see if she can help her team from the service line right here.
Goes far side. Ayub a long way to run and puts it into the next county. Lead down to 5.
Yeah, good for Amanda. You know, she just got subbed in, doing her job efficiently.
Ayub. Right into the campfire. Perfectly placed ball by Ellie Linder. And JFK seen enough. A 22-18 lead for Bellmore JFK, and see that precision again.
Yeah, great spot. That's a smart play right there. Clearly the play of captain or senior or veteran, you know, not going for the hard kill, but just finding the right place.
And so Maddie O'Hagan's team's been pretty consistent. She hasn't used a timeout until now. What do you think she's telling her team?
Just to, you know, remember what this set looked like in the beginning. I mean, they had such a great lead that, you know, go back to that feeling and recenter yourself, refresh, and just, you know, go back to the rhythm that you had for such a majority of the set.
And sometimes you just need to kind of level set with your players. Reset, get them all there. And then for Manhasset, they'll take the timeout themselves too and try and ice Bellmore JFK and try and build their own momentum.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Now this set's gotten a lot closer.
Especially you don't want to go down 2-0 on the road. Amanda Royer. Long serve, first touch. DiFilippo to Maltabano, and DiFilippo gets it over. Ayub straight up. Pugac. Never gets over. Point for set.
Again, a great play by Eliana Linder, the senior. Once again, just being so smart with where she places the ball.
Pugac, Ayub, and Maltabano. Just out of reach of Maltabano, and here comes Manhasset.
Yeah, Eliana Linder, again, she's on fire right now.
Let's take another look.
Yeah, once again, that line shot's really working for her. Great job.
Lead down to 2. And powered in. Boy, did Bellmore need that.
Yeah, good for Bellmore, getting a great pass, getting their middles involved. That's what you want.
Let's take another look.
Yeah, it's a perfect pass right there. That's how you get the middle involved. Great swing, great spot. Bellmore needed that.
Analia McCarthy, and now set point. Much needed ace. And now Bellmore with a chance to take a 2-0 lead. As it gets floated over. Ayub. Pugac. Manhasset trying to mount a comeback, but Bellmore on a streak. Long way to run. This has to get over. And they finally do. Backhanded serve, and the finishing blow. Analia McCarthy gives Bellmore JFK a 2-0 lead. As we go to the third, the Cougars are rolling on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Going, Israel Kunda, running back for the New York Jets, and you're watching Varsity Media.
When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Oh, hello, hi, how are you? All right. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? All right, I'm Ron. Oh, what's going on? How you doing, sir? How you doing? I'm Ron. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, hello, hi, how are you? How you doing? Oh, my God. I'm Ron, nice to meet you. Blaze right now is offering a large shareable pizza here with real ingredients. Not frozen, none of that frozen crust, all right? Right. So I want to show you some beautiful, unique toppings that we have. Artichoke, arugula. Wow. You like that type of stuff? That's for you, all right? Oh, no, I'm Ron. I don't know who LeBron is. Me and you take a selfie. Come on in. Hey, that's Ron. You tell your friends to take you to Blaze Pizza and tell them Ron sent you, okay? All right, put it there. My guy. You even take Ron's hat. That's yours.
Oh my God.
Welcome you back to Bellmore JFK High School, and it is the Cougars with a 2-0 lead over Manhasset. As it has been, at times, Bellmore has looked dominating. Other times, Manhasset imposing their will. Your thoughts through the first two sets, Ms. Gracie Learin?
I think that ultimately it is definitely a good game, but it is a game of who can get their serving and their momentum ahead of the other, because both teams have great hustle plays. Their setters are running everywhere. Their hitters are trying to pick each other up. But what's really been dominating each side is when a good server gets back there and just going on a run.
And so, with time winding down, getting ready for the third set, if you're Manhasset and you're down 2-0, what's the approach, the mentality? What do you have to do to at least get one set?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just back to the basics, like have a good time, don't put too much pressure on yourself, and honestly, like sometimes when you play loose and you don't have expectations, you end up doing the best.
So basically playing with house money.
Yeah, just don't overthink it, and just, definitely they don't have a lot to lose. They're away, and, Bellmore has to defend those two sets. So if I'm Manhasset, I'm just playing loose, having a good time.
Maddie O'Hagan, the head coach for Bellmore JFK, was really lauding her team a lot this year and said that at times confidence was an issue because this was a team that finished under 500 last year, didn't meet their expectations, and because of that there were some confidence issues. And she says, I see you in practice every day. I know that the ability is there. Mm-hmm. But you know this too as a former high school athlete. You have to see the wins for it actually to get through to their heads.
Yeah, success breeds more success, and especially at this age, like winning is what keeps you in it and mentally in it. So I get it, but clearly Bellmore has a lot of chemistry, and their confidence seems to be, less of a problem for them now.
First point for Manhasset as it goes wide. And that was Gabriella Dietar. She's getting some run for JFK. Altabano. Brought back Linder, and that's out. Those 2 points sail out, 1-1. And a point in favor of set. Going up 2-1 in the third. And Izzy Keating. Who's fearless, can dig with the best of them. Two-woman wall, and then JFK gets it over. Long way to run for Manhasset. And how about that, keeping it alive? Linder with the final touch for Manhasset. And Manhasset gets the point. They're up 3-1.
Great hustle play, great momentum builder. Good for Manhasset. Their back row plays is what's keeping them in right now.
Into the net. What a start for Manhasset. And a lot of self-inflicted wounds for JFK.
Yeah, they just need to kind of relax the passing and just go back to those high balls to the setter, because that's what will keep them in system.
Straight up. Linder, Maltabano. And a whistle, and the momentum continues with Manhasset. Take a look at Maddie O'Hagan, and we'll see if she wants to use one of those timeouts to try and freeze Manhasset. Like you mentioned, playing with the house money and loosening up and breeding some success.
Yeah, honestly, maybe having no expectations is the best way to do it.
How about that for the ace? O'Hagan's seen enough. Timeout JFK will take it with them as well. 6-1 the score in the third for Manhasset on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to...
Or we'll see if we get to it. We will get to it, and we'll get to the rest of the third set in a second as the Manhasset girls volleyball team with a 6-1 lead. It's so weird, of course, on Long Island. Not weird, just a little strange. I guess that's a synonym. But most teams now, of course, not using their Native American names anymore. So Manhasset is just Manhasset, so that with Syosset, I think Sawanica's the Purple Ravens now, and that'll change throughout the year. So it's interesting just to say Manhasset or set, and especially set when it comes to volleyball.
Yeah, it's quite ironic.
I think it's a good opportunity for some of these athletic departments to show off their creativity and in some of their new names too. And yeah, I don't know what Manhasset will or would become. Of course, I know that that's probably up for a vote or some booster clubs. Any ideas for you? Or
I don't know. I heard some rumors that they're just going to be set. Like, that's just going to be the, like the mascot. But
the Manhasset set.
Yeah, so just set. But yeah, you're right. It does give everyone a chance to kind of like re-customize and like reorient themselves. So it is fun to see what's going to happen.
As long as it's just not Wildcat. Everyone's a Wildcat.
Yeah, that's a popular one.
7-4 the lead for set. And so here's Amanda Royer. She's been very good at the service line tonight.
Great leader as a setter and as a server.
How about the roll for Gabriella Dietar?
Nice smart play.
Cuts the lead down to 2, and Cougars to serve. Now Tabano on a dive out of the reach of Emily Weiner as Maddie O'Hagan starting to empty her bench and get some run for those substitutes. And, of course, if you're going to make a deep playoff run this year, you're going to need everyone top to bottom.
Yeah, and honestly, that play started with such a great pass on Manhasset. So good for them, you know, keeping themselves in system, and especially late in this game when the passing could break down, it's all the more impressive when Manhasset was able to set that up.
Pugach. Little swat over. And it drops in. Manhasset taking advantage of the JFK bench.
Yeah.
And their largest lead of the game in any set.
Yeah, good for them, showing Bellmore JFK it's not going to be that easy.
Going far side and just tucked in. Analia McCarthy with the point. So here's Devin DiFilippo, a solid server in her own right. Gets it over. Now Tabano. How about Manhasset just keeping themselves alive in each one of these volleys, but not that time. Now Tabano.
Yeah, you know, Manhasset's trying their best to keep these hustle plays and, you know, transform those hustle plays into great kills, but Maltabano is just so aggressive on the other side. Comes right back at you.
Straight up. Now Tabano can't get it over, nor the roll. And so Alyssa Seng, first serving opportunity of the set. Long way to run. And finally, the point for JFK.
Yeah, Manhasset, unfortunately, that pass was a little bit too tight for Royer. Not that much you can do with that.
And into the net. Those service errors are so crucial.
Yeah, they're the controllables, so when you miss them, it's a little bit frustrating.
So now here's Abigail Dempsey, and I know it hasn't been Manhasset's night so far, but you can see some levels of talent there that, when they are completely healthy, could surprise a few folks in Nassau County.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it is very early in the season, and these are the kinds of nights that, you know, even if they don't end up in a win, they could be confidence builders, and it is early enough where they can just start to take the major, you know, takeaways from these games and try to apply them and make something of them going forward.
Now the service for Ayub. Ayub, 64 assists coming into this one and gets the ace.
Yeah, Ayub clearly always helping support her team, doing whatever she can. She's helping to set the pace of this match.
Now Tabano the other way into the net. All right, so here's Casey Chan. Chan, good server in the second set. Gets it over flawlessly here in the third. Ayub plays it back. Dietar gets the kill.
Good touches, just not enough to convert that play. Now it's a close game again.
Montalbano. It's high and out. And finally, after scratching and clawing, JFK ties it at 13.
Yeah, impressive way to turn it around. They were down by 5 points at one point in this set.
And the ace in front. Couldn't have drawn it up any better for Tristan Montalbano.
No, she's having herself a night from the service line, from the hitting in the front row, the back row. She's dominating.
Montalbano tries to just tick it over the net and couldn't that time.
Yeah, shows that she's human.
So Izzy Keating now on to serve for set. Goes far side, and that's in. Devin DiFilippo thought that his curling out was not. It's set back in front.
Yeah, Keating had some great serves in the beginning of this set, so she's clearly reestablishing herself as a strong server that Manhasset relies on.
Long way to run for Ayub. And Jasani curls it over. Montalbano, Ayub, point, Manhasset.
Yeah, Manhasset's successful when they're able to get their middles involved, especially number 14, Lauren Connolly. So great way to convert that play and use that to their advantage.
Yeah, we saw Connolly's blocking ability before. Certainly has some size, only a junior. Ayub, denied, and then DiFilippo gets in front of Pugac.
Yeah, your comment couldn't have come at a better time. You definitely called that one. Nice block. Great hard serves from Keating.
Couldn't get the block that time. Montalbano, sometimes just a little too much mustard.
Mm-hmm.
Shelby Pugac. Another service error for the Panthers. Those are killers at that point because you know JFK just wants to get out of here in straight sets.
Yeah. Those missed serves are tough.
Ayub. Way too far for Connolly.
Yeah, great set by Amanda Royer. Great swing, just a little bit too far out.
And so now Caitlin Thayer, good back row player, used to serve it up. Royer, back to Linder, denied once and then twice. Good dive by Chan. Double touch and a point for the Panthers. And an opportunity to get the equalizer.
Yeah, just an unfortunate spin of the ball. But, you know, smart play before that.
Chen didn't look comfortable handling that, but Manhasset keeps it alive.
Yeah, way to make it work.
Slapped over, Chan is there. Tipped, Maltalbano on the back line. And just out of the reach of Chan and down, we're tied at 18.
Yeah, those deep back corner shots, back row shots are definitely the smart plays that both sides had, you know, tried to take advantage of.
Caitlin Thayer, the ace. Clutch ace for Thayer, and JFK's up 19-18.
Yeah, great comeback by Bellmore JFK. Like we said, they were down 5 points at the beginning of the set, so clearly showed that they have a good hold on this now.
And it just tucks in. Right place in the right time. Megan Tien with the point for Manhasset.
Yeah, let's see if Manhasset can take this set. Close enough.
Linder, short serve. Punched over. Connolly. Manhasset, the first team in the 20s in the third set.
Yeah, another great play by Lauren Connolly. Smart tip, right to the middle of the court.
Linder is the server. See if Manhasset can get over. They can't. Good effort by Linder.
Yeah, way to not give up on that play, setter, and also that back row play, just not enough.
And now Linder shaken up. Just favoring that right leg. Will come off. And so Alex Kong will come on. And boy, you feel for Linder when Viper extended that knee.
Yeah, it looked pretty painful. I hope she's all right, but looks like she's definitely
See
in
the
pain.
replay. And yeah, just twisting that knee.
Happens a lot in volleyball. You really use your body in a lot of awkward ways. Quite unfortunate.
So Manhasset gets the point, now 4 points away from taking the third set and extending the match.
Yeah, you almost hope Manhasset can take this set just for the sole reason that, you know, Eliana Linder took such a fall for her teammates.
Alyssa Seng. Montalbano. Big swat, point for the Cougars.
Yeah, Amanda had such a great dig on that. It's just past that line, and now it's technically a lift, but great touch nonetheless.
Off the net, point Manhasset.
Yeah, it's quite close. Manhasset still staying in there.
They've already had a few injuries, not playing with a complete roster, and now down one of their best players. And Abigail Dempsey, the server. Short serve, Montalbano. Pugach. Into the net. And Deuces Wild, 22 all. And will be number 22 to serve it up. for JFK. And if there's any time to have a steady presence at the service line, it's now.
Yeah, of course. Let's see if Nikki can help her team finish off this game. Great serve.
And Manhasset takes a timeout. And we will as well. JFK 2 points away on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively through.
Bellmore JFK 2 points away from taking this in straight sets. And Nikki Ayub, the server. Played straight up. Ayub. Montalbano. Manhasset needs this point in the worst way, but they overserve. And match point for Bellmore JFK. They took the first set 25-17, a 3-point edge in the second set, and now an opportunity to pick up their third win of the year. Nikki Ayub serves it over. And miscommunication, and Manhasset stays alive.
Yeah, Manhasset's not letting this Bellmore win go down easy. They are still fighting until the very last point.
And so Karen Bayevich will bring in Audrey Shen. Add some size up front for Manhasset. Montalbano. Floats over. Double touch and down, and the match is over. Bellmore JFK wins it in straight sets. They take the third set 25-23. Tristan Montalbano puts on the finishing touches. And it got a little dicey there in the third set, but at the end of the day, JFK with a dominating win.
Yeah, JFK definitely defending home territory, defending those wins so far in the season, and they just came out hot. They kept their momentum, and they did not let any of the hard serves from Manhasset, push away their momentum, and they had such a great team effort all around.
So the Cougars pick up their third win of the year. Manhasset falls to 0-4. We'll step aside when we come back. We'll speak to our players of the game on the Blaze Pizza postgame show on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the fall, but spots are limited. Contact us today for football, soccer, field hockey, and volleyball by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net. It's time to book a Varsity Media Sportscast and get on the big stage. A Varsity Media Sportscast is seen by thousands of people, both live and on demand. From friends and family all over the world to prospective college coaches, our announcers will help tell the story of your team and your athletes. There is no bigger stage to be on than Varsity Media. Book a sportscast today by contacting Varsity Media. When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships.
Back here at Bellmore JFK, it is the Cougars with a straight set victory over Manhasset, and it is the Blaze Pizza post-game show, and I'm joined by our two players of the game, Nikki Ayub and Tristan Montalbano, the two captains for Bellmore JFK. Now 3-1 on the season. Nikki, what can you contribute to the success of this program so far?
Personally, I think that our team is like one of the best teams right now. We work really well together. I feel like we've become a family over the past few weeks, and I think that my energy helps contribute to the team really well. I also think that it's not only me, the team itself, like all together, they all cheer, they all are there, so it's a really good game.
Yeah, and it seemed like you got some good contributions. Back line setting was good. At this point in the season, I know it's early on, but your thoughts on how you guys have handled the first four matches?
I think our first four matches were amazing. I think everyone was talking, cheering. Even if we made a mistake, like we got back up on our carry game even. Like we were down the first couple of sets, but we got it back and we pulled through.
Yeah, and Tristan, it seemed when you guys are down, you were able to come up with some big swings. How do you get yourself ready for those moments and then lead to the success?
I try to make myself focus on the little things and like being disciplined with my passing and making sure that I keep my timing right, keep the ball in front of me, and then everything else comes together after that.
How much does it help when you've got good setters up front, good libero as well?
Oh, very, very much.
All right, well, it's all smiles here. It is the Blaze Pizza post-game show, so because of that, Bellmore JFK gets free pizza, courtesy of Blaze Pizza as well. Locations in Hicksville and Bay Shore. So that'll do it for our entire coverage. Free pizza for Blaze Pizza for Bellmore JFK, courtesy of Blaze Pizza. For our entire crew, this is John Perez saying so long. It's been a presentation of girls volleyball in Nassau County on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Good stuff, good stuff.